Welcome everybody to We Are Bitcoin! Today I want to talk to you about Xero, the newest product developed by Sovryn, which allows users to access the USD value of their Bitcoin without having to sell their coins directly, and in this way retain the future valuation of their assets. It's a bit tricky to understand, so I'll do my best to put it in simple terms. Feel free to add any questions you may have in the comments below. I will use myself as an example of how this protocol works and why I believe it can be a complete game changer for the Bitcoin space. Basically, as someone who gets paid fully in Bitcoin, every time I had to pay rent, bills, or buy groceries, I had to sell some of my sats. There was no way around this. And in doing so, I was resigning to the future valuation of my coins. That always hurt me, as I believe Bitcoin will become more valuable in the future. Xero offers a different way of doing things. Instead of selling my BTC directly, I can lock them up in a smart contract and get a loan issued in USD valued stablecoins. Because there is no other actor in this play other than me and the smart contract, and I am myself both the lender and the borrower, I can offer myself a 0% interest rate, and I can pay it back at any time I want. I could do it today, tomorrow, in 5 or even 10 years from now. There is no limit. And remember, the loan I'm taking out is valued in USD terms, so I would only have to return that same number in dollars to get all my Bitcoins back. For example, I could lock up 500 USD worth of Bitcoin and get $300 worth of stablecoins. I can then pay rent or do my groceries with those coins, as I would normally do. Now, fast forward to a time where those initial Bitcoins that are still locked in the smart contract grew to be worth over $1,000. I would only then need to return the initial 300 I took in order to get everything back. This means that I get to use the short-term price of my Bitcoins to live my life, but I still have access to the value appreciation they may have tomorrow. We are talking of an incredibly powerful technology, one that I'm personally currently using for my everyday costs, and avoid selling the sats that I earn through my hard work. The system, of course, is slightly more complicated than this and will require further videos to explain all the ins and outs. For example, how does the system works in those times where Bitcoin is losing value, and how can one rebalance their line of credit at any time, which opens a plethora of opportunities for those who can manage to do this correctly. We will cover all that in future videos. This explanation, however, will serve as a broad understanding of the protocol. It is my belief that Xero has immense potential, especially when considering it's running on RootStock or RSK, which is secured by the most powerful computational network ever, the Bitcoin mining network. It is available to anyone, anywhere in the world, and requires no KYC to interact with it. At the moment, it is still in a closed beta, but new people are allowed in every day. It already has almost 100 Bitcoin locked, which are valued in more than $2 million. Please do not start using it until you understand it fully. I am extremely excited about it, but we're still talking about a new protocol. The Sovryn Team have proven themselves time and time again to be capable of launching solid products, and they have never rushed to market something that was not ready for public use. However, I do recommend approach this with caution and test it out first with money you can afford to lose. Better be safe than sorry, especially when we're talking about your Bitcoins. And always, I cannot stress this enough, always avoid excessive leverage, as Bitcoin itself still remains a volatile asset, one in which I believe wholeheartedly, but nonetheless remains subject to market fluctuations. Alright, this has been We Are Bitcoin. Remember our new value for value model. Those who consume and interact our content shall be rewarded. So leave a comment with suggestions for future videos and add your Lightning wallet address to them. If you don't have one, I recommend Albi, which is free and takes only a matter of seconds to open. You can follow the instructions in the description below. And thank you for coming in this adventure with me and building the We Are Bitcoin community. I hope you have found this useful. I'll see you all in the next one.